Okay, so here we go. The most frustrating thing in the world just happened. Obviously, this is not Penguin, because it's a man. And you can tell it's a man because, for some reason, men in this game, when they're deprived, they wear thongs. But, so, I recorded my fight with Havel. It took us 4 tries, and, we, you know, in the 4th try, we dominated. But I forgot to turn it on to record because I was trying to cut out all of the nonsensical walking back and forth, and I didn't want to do it in editing. I was like, oh, I'll just turn the recording off and on, but the last time, on the last attempt, I forgot to actually record it. So I had another character, the character that I initially tested the build on. I didn't even name it. It's just a bunch of random letters. It's like I'll show it to you as soon as we're done killing these guys. Oh, come on. Where did you come from, you fuck? But, yeah. So, it's a much lower level character. No equipment upgrades. I don't even think we've beat Taurus Demon yet. In fact, I know we haven't beat Taurus Demon yet. So, it's not going to be quite as easy. But, hopefully, my strategy is still sound. And I'll still persevere. So here we go. Attempt 1. If attempt 1 doesn't work, then I'll just cut this shit out in editing, because I'm not I'm not doing this a 3rd time. So here we go. Marathon video. Numero uno. Oh, that is not nearly as impressive as the numbers that Penguin was doing. But it's something. See, Penguin would have had him to this damage point in maybe 1 hit. So it was a much easier, less nerve-wracking experience. Now we're going to go for a couple backstabs to keep us from pushing our luck too much there. We just had some lag there, which is not a good time for it. That's one of my least favorite parts about playing on the PC. So not much out of the backstab at all, 50 or 60 damage. But certainly more than we would have got just hacking away at him. Oh god, what was I thinking? Well, that wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. Alright, and here we go. Attempt number 2, which is actually attempt number 6. And we are... You know, that wasn't too bad. If it doesn't work out this time, though, I'm going to take some time out of the recording and grind us out some levels. Not that I don't think that it can be done where we are, but because I'd really rather not. I'd like to do more than 99 damage on a parry. Come on. Oh, so it is. Here we are. Oh, but you move first. I mean, obviously, not doing too bad here. You know, there are lots of people that can do this, and there are lots of people who can do it a lot better than me, but I'm rather proud of myself, because it's the first time, you know, I've said multiple times, I'm not very good at parrying, or dodging that shit. That's what kept killing me the last time. But, yeah, so, I am pleased with where this is, with how far along I've come in that particular skill. See, you know, I'm going to try and parry this guy right here. Just to prove. I'm pretty much doing on demand now. And, like I said, I'm pleased with it. Alright. Alright, so what we wound up having happen was, instead of forgetting to record the video the last time, I forgot to record the sound. So, but what's going on here is we are actually going to take a bit of a shortcut, do a little more sequence breaking in this run. It was a stroke of genius that came to me, but we kited Havel up to that staircase, open that door. He won't follow us out, and so now here we are in Darkroot Basin, which was a bit of a risky move, but I didn't want to have to fight Taurus Demon and do all that tonight. This is really just to save me some time, because I got some places to be in the morning, but that's literally the only reason we're doing this. Plus, I thought it'd be a little more fun than just watching me endlessly fight Havel until I got it right. So, this allows us to pick up another drop of Twinkling Titanite and get to Andre of Astora a lot faster than we would have been able to if we had just went through and fought Taurus Demon and went through the Undead Parish. This is actually a much quicker route to Andre. So, and the Undead Parish as a whole than fighting Taurus Demon. So here we go. This is the big obstacle, is the Black Knight, which I didn't initially know this, but he won't follow you into this cave. Now, usually when I'm coming through here, I just fight him, but we did not have the necessary stats to do that straight up. Or at least we did, but not in a way that wasn't going to frustrate me. And I'll show you why here in just a second. So we kited him on back up there. Here you can pick up the Grass Crest Shield that restores or adds to your stamina, your endurance. I don't know which, actually, because I've never used it. But here, I was going to try and maybe cheese him out using the levels. He can attack from behind his shield due to his weapon. Which you saw him do there. and when I first tried to hit him. So what I tried to do was, like I said, I tried to use the fact that I was below him and he was shooting over me consistently to my advantage, but eventually he put me against the wall and I knew that wasn't going to continue to work. So I decided to try and take him on head on, and here I used an Estus flask in the middle, like 3 feet from him. No idea why I did that. But what's frustrating here is there are a bunch of nasty dudes up above us. So if I go too far back, then we run the risk of aggroing the crystal giants, the blue crystal giants back there in the Hydra, which is not something that I wanted to do and have to contend with this guy. So, but after I noticed that he had not followed me back into this cave here, and here I take off running the wrong direction because I always forget. This, by the way, takes you to the Valley of the Drakes, another area with some neat loot and stuff, but not somewhere that we really could go, because just as soon as you get off that elevator, there's a bunch of drakes sitting there waiting for you. So, and they do lightning damage, and we don't have anything currently to keep us from getting attacked with that. So, but here I decided to run into the cave and see if maybe he wouldn't follow us, and as it turned out, he will not, and cannot, and you'll actually see that here in a minute, where he just cannot actually enter the cave. Now, his attacks can still come through the door there, but as far as he himself, there's like a barrier there, and he just cannot run through it. You actually might see that now. No, it's not now. You'll know it when you see it, because he literally just runs in place. So, yeah, scrubbing it out here, because I want this to be a clear and easy way to get to Havel in a moment. There it was. I want to just be able to run from this bonfire up to Havel after we finish our business in the Undead Parish with Andre. So yeah, really cheesing it up here. And he's got to be pissed. And you can tell I was super confident, and some of the jokes I was making were frankly hilarious. But wasn't something that fate had intended for you to hear. And by fate, I mean, again, my incompetence. I am not very good at this whole recording myself playing video games thing. I don't know why I still do it. And there I decided to throw a firebomb. Because, like I said, feeling pretty confident, feeling pretty good. And then here, I take out my club, which does a significant, the club doesn't do bad damage, really. Reinforced club's obviously better, but I go ahead and I apply the gold pine resin, because I was just wondering how much more damage we would do with lightning, and it's significantly more. The fight pretty much just becomes a cakewalk at this point, because I'm doing so much damage to him. And there I get a little scared, so I roll back twice. And I think this might be the last round. I hope so, because I'm getting tired of commenting on this frankly rather boring fight. Not a whole lot going on here. There we go. So he drops a blue titanite chunk and 1,800 souls, and we're going to use those. Saving the souls. I go through popping Estus. I don't even know that I needed it. But I go through a popping Estus and I wander on up the hill here to pick up these souls, which, like I said, I'm saving at this point so that we can have as many possible to do our upgrade. Now, I know you're thinking, where are we going to get upgrade materials? We haven't gone up to the Taurus Demon Tower. We haven't done any of those things on this character. Well, I'm getting ready to show you. On up here is the second location, which I haven't done with Penguin yet, but we will do. I'm actually going to save this Titanite for maybe the Black Knight sword, since I've pretty much decided I want to use that. as a primary weapon. But here is another crystal lizard. He gave me a scare, actually, because I thought he was going to get away. There was some glare the way I was sitting on my screen, so I couldn't see his health, and I was like, am I not killing him fast enough? So, but it all worked out. It all worked out, and we head on up here, and soon you'll see some familiar sights. This is actually a path that I told you about in one video that we did. Where I went to upgrade our weapons with Andre, although I don't remember if you actually saw it or not, because it might have been another video that got lost to my incompetence. I was actually going for the backstab there, which wasn't a brilliant idea. But I think here I go for the firebomb again. Because I'm not shy about using those firebombs on a character that, you know, just scrubbed out a fight with a Black Knight. But I did that for time. I did that for time. I did that for you, the viewer. So there we go. And pick up some blood red moss clumps. At this point, honestly, we have the opportunity to upgrade this sword beyond what Penguin's is even, but I don't do that. Just really, like I said, out of time. Here, again, is the Titanite Demon. Again, I just ignore him. I just run on past. Don't think much of it. Because he's not got anything that I really want at this point. Then I walk up here just to kind of prove a point, to show you. Here's the bonfire. I activate it, but I don't rest at it. I don't know why I do that, but because it does me no good. But I just wanted to show you this is where we are.
Well,
this is how much that cuts out. We have, at this point, we have not fought Taurus Demon, the Boar, none of that has been done.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to.
So here we go ahead and pop a couple souls to get us to that second upgrade on. Restore straight sword. Again, we are only at soul level 13 here. We're not much further along than starting. Then I don't
get yourself killed.
For now.
Neither.
And then I don't even get any levels up. So I walk up here again, just out of habit more than anything. And then I use a homeward bone to take us back to the bonfire here in the Darkroot Basin. So now we've got pretty much a clear shot, unless we aggro any crystal giants. We've got a clear shot between here and Havel, which is a much more convenient route than having to fight all those fucking hollow soldiers, which don't, at this point, actually do pose a threat, but usually, you know, are annoying even on a best day, and here they could actually kill us reasonably easily. So we just keep to the edge here, run up this cliff. Havel is waiting for us at the top. These crystal demons, crystal giants, I really don't know what they're called officially, but they have very narrow cones of aggression. You actually, I usually early on kite them up to me with a bow or some magic or something, because you don't want to aggro the Hydra either. So, and here's Havel waiting for us at the door. Immediately more aggressive than he had been in the past, since our newfound power. At this point, I had kind of figured out a little bit how to deal with that sprinting attack that he does there. And here you'll see we're doing almost 60 more damage immediately. 56 more damage to be exact than we had been. So definitely the upgrades were definitely worth the time. I completely missed the parry there. But because we took the time to get to that bonfire, it does not take us near as long, so I'm not even going to edit this out. That's just a short little jaunt back up to him. So not a big deal at all. I really, in the future, this may be how I take care of Havel. Early game. This is the earliest I've ever beat him. Usually I'm about to where Penguin is before I decide to fight Havel. So, and again, you just want to run up along the ledge there. Over in the corner, you can see next to where that item's glowing there are some crystal giants who drop about 800 souls apiece, 600 maybe. Just maybe less than that, I don't know. And blue titanite on occasion. But not anything. We really couldn't do much damage to them at this point. They're not as resilient as Havel here, but they're pretty sturdy. And I'm really gun shy of him when he's up against the wall, because that's when he tends to do that little sprint dash. But here I get up on top of him. We do our little dance, but then when he gets up on the wall, I back off. Because, like I said, really gun shy of having to fight him, but he's given me enough time to pick up my souls, all 94 of them, but there is the one humanity, and that's what I was really worried about getting back. So here we're not doing quite Penguin's numbers, but it's close. It's actually pretty close. And really, at this point, we just fucking start wrecking his shit. Yeah, as you can see, that's what, now our 4th parry in a row. So, again, very proud of myself. You know, I've been patting myself on the back ever since I finished the video. Like, well done, Drew. Well done. More parrying of him. And here, I go a little more on the defensive because he gets a little more aggressive, but that all ends, I think, right now. Anytime he gets close to that wall, though, I back right the fuck up because he does not give you a lot of time. He dashes back, hits that wall, and then immediately dashes forward because he's so close, and it messes up the timing of the attacks really bad. So, and then here we are. I was almost positive I was going to choke there at the last, but he drops 3,000 souls in Havel's ring, which, like I said, allows you to equip whatever you've got. So, pretty much with impunity, within reason, obviously. So again, I was showing you our character's name here is Shagjig, soul level 13. Not much more than what we started with. 2 points in intelligence, really, and 2 points in faith, or 3 points in intelligence, 3 points in faith, and 1 point in dexterity, or strength, rather, and that's what we had. So, thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. In fact, I'd appreciate it if you do it even if you didn't enjoy the video.